don't think you're going to. All right, let's talk Alabama. Alabama players clearly are not excited about Kalen DeBoer. I don't know what it is, because the Washington kids loved him, and the guys at Indiana loved him. Great coaching staff, proven winner everywhere he's been. I don't know what's not to love about Kalen DeBoer, but for Alabama, apparently there's a lot not to love. The list of players that are transferring out of Alabama continues to grow. And so now we've added 3 more to this list as of today. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So you've got already gone wide receiver Isaiah Bond, committed to Texas. Kalen DeBoer reportedly tried to keep him, and Bond said he ignored it. He called it a business decision, and told ESPN, the reason he left was because of Saban retiring. Then you've got Des Ricks, cornerback, committed to Texas A&M, 5-star cornerback. You've got interior lineman Terrence Ferguson, committed to FSU. FSU, wow. Also, Sean Murphy, linebacker, committed to FSU. Tight end Amari Niblack, I believe it's pronounced. Amari Niblack. 20 receptions for 327 yards, 4 touchdowns last season, and he is now gone. Hasn't committed anywhere yet. And then you've got today 3 more players that are leaving. Cornerback Trey Amos, expected to be their starter. Started his career at Louisiana, and now he played in all 14 games last season. He was not a starter last season. He was expected to be a starter this season. He is now gone. Safety Caleb Downs, All-American safety as a freshman, and projected as one of the best prospects for the 2026 draft. He is entering the transfer portal. And then, just 4 hours ago, another one. Offensive lineman starting. Left tackle, Caden Proctor, entering the transfer portal. 5-star recruit. Started all of their games last season. All SEC freshman team. Overall, there are 26 players. 26 players in the transfer portal for Alabama? What do they not like about Kalen DeBoer? I'm confused here. What is actually the problem with Kalen? I understand he's new. I understand his name's not Nick Saban. But he's a top 5 coach in college football, probably. Especially if Jim Harbaugh leaves, who are the top coaches? Kirby Smart probably is your new number 1, right? Dabo Swinney, and you could argue Lincoln Riley. I wouldn't. Yeah, Kalen DeBoer beat Lincoln Riley this year. I don't know, Sark. You'd rather play for Sark, the guy who just lost to Kalen DeBoer. You'd rather play for Sark, who also lost against Kalen DeBoer last year in, I believe it was the Cotton, it was one of those bowls. I don't remember which it was. The Alamo Bowl. Really? You'd rather go to FSU, who just got blown out 63-3? Mike Norvell's a good coach, but I think Alabama preferred Kalen DeBoer over Mike Norvell. I think Alabama wanted Kalen DeBoer more than they wanted Mike Norvell. So I am very intrigued in why all these players are wanting to leave. Because the way I look at it, outside of, you could argue for Ryan Day maybe. He's had a lot of success at Ohio State. You could argue, I don't even know if you could, you could argue Lincoln Riley. I think that's kind of the argument. Definitively, I would say Kirby Smart's better, Dabo Swinney's better. And I think you could argue for Ryan Day and Lincoln Riley. That puts Kalen DeBoer at worst the 5th best coach. What, James Franklin's better? James Franklin's never been to the college football playoff. Come on. The TCU guy? Maybe. but he's not coaching at Alabama. Kalen DeBoer is. I don't know what the players dislike about him. Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes. Because that's weird. 26? 26, according to Bama Central. According to Bama Central, the only offensive linemen left from last year are Tyler Booker, their left guard, and right guard Jaden Roberts, who only started half the season. So we'll see. Maybe Kalen DeBoer will be able to get a bunch of replacement players in the transfer portal, but we'll see. Man, I have to say, NIL, I'm kind of getting annoyed with it. I understand, it's good for the players, but I'm kind of getting annoyed with it. Too much money out there, I guess. I don't know. Clearly the players are enjoying being able to have this kind of autonomy, but my gosh. It's turned into such a vicious cycle of every year, oh, I didn't play enough, I'm leaving. You think in new programs, so many guys transfer away from schools who they are almost going to be starting at to a school where they now have to be the third string again. Because they're mad at their old coach? I don't know what to say. But I do hope that Alabama is able to build up some talent because I am rooting for Kalen DeBoer. And I'm rooting for Alabama to maybe this is crazy. College football is better when Alabama's good. College football is better when Georgia's good. College football is better when Texas, Washington, Oregon, USC, Ohio State, all those schools. Better when they're good. Because those are the big fan bases. You want to keep the big fan bases engaged. If Alabama falls off, you just lost a big portion of your fan base. So, hopefully, I hope they're good.